Hi, welcome. Thank you for joining me here today in my kitchen. It is Sunday, the 4th of February, and I am making some meals for the week. So I'm going to be batch cooking up a load of pork that I've got. I'm going to batch cook it. In fact, I'm going to put it in the slow cooker. Oh, there we go, the slow cooker. And then I'm going to have it, portion it up, and then I've got it as the base for meals over the next coming couple of weeks. So I'll show you what I've done. So I've got this pork in Tesco's. Again, if you're following me, you know I got a massive shopping haul, a food haul in Tesco's. I think it was the week after Christmas or early January. So, and managed to get 2 packets, and they've been in the freezer. And I took them out last night, and I've defrosted them. And then late last night, I seasoned them up. So I'll tell you so I gave it a good wash in lemon juice and warm water, very, very lukewarm water, more on the cold side than the warm side. And then I put the lemon juice in, and then just gave it a good wash, okay? And then I drained it all off, and then I seasoned it, pinch of salt, pinch of black pepper, pinch of about a tablespoon of curry powder. And I also put in some all-purpose seasoning. I've got one here. Tablespoon of curry powder, tablespoon of all-purpose seasoning. I put half a tablespoon of this ginger, garlic, and pimento, and then that was it. And then I just seasoned it all up, rubbed it all in, and I've left it overnight to all marinate. Now I've not put too much seasoning in because I just personally find as I'm getting older, I can't tolerate really spicy food. So I tend to just have just a little bit of spice. I still like it, but I can't have it. Years ago, I used to be, the spicier the better. Can't have that now. It just gives me like indigestion. So it's just mildly seasoned. And I'm going to set it to one side, and we're going to start cooking down the base. Okay, so I'll just put this on. I've got my frying pan, and I've already chopped up an onion, a medium onion, and 3 cloves of garlic. You know I like my garlic. And I'm just going to let my pan warm through. Now, what I love about pork is if you get like diced pork, it's very lean. A great source of protein as well. It is, I'll tell you how much points it is if you're following the Weight Watchers plan. It is, if you have like a pork chop, it is 3 points for 1 chop. If you have a pork steak, I love pork steaks, and it's 6 points grilled, and I love it because it's fatty, and the fat gives it flavour. And it's a really weird thing, but when people like who are following weight loss plans are cooking meat, they tend to trim the fat off, or a lot of the fat off. And I think that is such a shame because it's the fat that gives the food, gives the meat its flavour, gives it a lot of flavour. And especially when you get like pork steaks that's got that marbling running through it, it's delicious. Oh, Rose, hello, Rose. Thank you so much for joining me today, my lovely. Thank you so much. And I'm glad that you like pork chops. I'm really, really do enjoy pork. I think it's, you know, it is such a great meat. It's lean. Like, well, I'm using diced pork today, and it's very lean, very lean. There's minimal, virtually no fat on it. But if you do get pork with that marbling going through it, that's going to really, really give the pork lovely, lovely, lovely flavour. So I don't have it very often, but you know me, guys, if I see pork on offer or reduced, I'm having it. Oh, you always include them as well now, and you're on WW. Love that. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Just build it into your day with your points, with your weeklies. Just build them in. So I've got an onion. I've already chopped it up, and I'm just going to add that straight in to my pan. And onions are just great for having that base ingredient. It's going to give you that lovely flavour, but it also adds texture as well, and it can thicken it. So as much onions as you want if you're going to make this. So I am getting me, and I dry fry my onions. I don't use oil when I'm frying down. Just a hot pan, throw them in, jobs are good. But if they do start to stick, just add in a little drop of water. I personally don't find that adding oil makes any difference to cooking down your onions or any difference to the dish. So I'm kind of like, let's just keep it healthy and just reduce the amount of oil that we're using. So I'm just going to fry this down. If it does stick, just add in a drop of water. So if you were with me yesterday on the live, we've made loads of stuff. And if you didn't see it, feel free to go back and watch it. It was my Saturday live, Saturday the 3rd of February. We made a nectarine compote. Oh my days, those nectarines were just so sweet. I didn't need to add any sugar, any syrups, no honey, nothing. They were just super, super sweet. And then, so we made the compote, and then I did 2 overnight oat pots. And then when the compote was cool, I put them in, put a little bit in my little pot, and I'm going to have that with me overnight oats. And then with the leftover compote, I made a crumble. Oh my days. Oh my days. And again, I didn't need to add any extra sugar in because it was just so delicious. It was absolutely delicious. And then what else did we do? And then I made, sorry, the compote was nectarines and mango. That was it, nectarine and mango. Absolutely delicious. And then we made ice cream. I'm just going to add a drop of water in to stop it from sticking, just a little drop. We did nectarine and mango ice cream. Oh, delicious. Absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious. That's all in a container in my freezer. And then I had some avocados, so I've smashed those down, ready to have throughout the week. And the key with avocados is salt and or lemon. So we talked that through yesterday. And then I had some chicken breast left over, and I made a panko coated chicken breast, but I dipped them in an egg wash with Worcester sauce. Oh my days, I had one last night. Oh my days. Now that Worcester sauce just absolutely made a huge difference to the flavour and the taste of it. Absolutely delicious. So my onions are cooking down really nicely now. So I'm just going to add in my garlic. So I've got 3 cloves of garlic. Again, I've just roughly chopped. That's going to go down. So I did all of that prep yesterday because for me, when I've got meals at hand, when meals are all done, meals are all cooked, they're in the freezer, they're in the fridge, it's easy. It's easy. I don't have to think about what I'm going to eat or take the time to cook it. It means that I could work in the week and then I could go out, you know, if I need to, if I've got appointments, if I'm seeing the grandkids, if I'm seeing my friends, I can then just live in the week because I know that I've always got some really good quality meals done and dusted. So, and then today I've got 2 packs of pork. So this pork is going to give me maybe about a good 6 to 8, yeah, maybe about 8 meals just from this pork. So I'm chuffed with that, really, really chuffed. Okay, so my onions and garlic have cooked down. I don't want them overly cooked, I just want them just softened. And now I'm going to add it to the slow cooker. Now, normally, I mean, I do like using the slow cooker, but normally I would put it in a big pan. So let me just go back. So I'm going out this afternoon. I'm going out. So if I had a bit more time, I would have just cooked this all down in a big pot on the gas, because then I know that within 2 hours it's all done. But because I'm going out, I want this for when I come back. So I'm going to put it on in the slow cooker. Because if I put it on the gas, it's going to boil out. It's going to burn. So I'm going to put it in the slow cooker and let it cook away. So when I come back, job's a good one. Job's a good one. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fry off my pork. Now, different people do things differently, and it's really good to see what different people do. Is I'm frying off my pork and I'm just brushing my pan with a little bit of oil, because, as I say, the pork has got no fat on it. So I don't want it to burn. Just turn that up a bit. I don't want it to burn. So I'm just going to brush my pan with a little bit of oil. And then I'm going to fry off my pork. Now, when I'm doing the slow cooker, I do like to fry off my pork. Or my meat, my chicken, my beef, whatever it is, I like to fry it off. Some people don't. Some people just get the raw pork and put it straight in the slow cooker. And that's absolutely fine. It's whatever works for you. But I do like to put my lid back on. I do like to fry off my pork, because I find that it just seals. It seals the meat. It seals the flavour in. And I don't know about you, but I find that the texture is very different. And I'd love to know if that's the same for you guys. I find that the texture, when I fry off my meat, brown it, is very different to when I just chuck it in. I find when I chuck it straight in, the meat doesn't hold its form. And it's not even about that it's softer and more tender. It just tastes different. Just hasn't got that form. Whereas when it's I brown it off, the texture it's not firmer, but it just holds its form a little bit better. I'm probably not making any sense, but yeah, I know what I mean. There is a difference, absolute difference. So I'm just browning off my meat, and I don't want to cook it. I don't want this meat to be like cooked. I just want it sealed. So we're just browning it really lightly. And what that does, it just seals in the flavour. Just locks in the flavour, locks in the texture, and you're going to get a really juicy bite. Really juicy bite. So I always do this whenever I'm cooking, whether I'm doing a cast. Oh, I've got a new cat. And she's at the window. She's trying to come in. Hello, babes. Excuse me 1 minute. I'm just going to go let her in. She's been outside for hours. I just realised you probably heard that. You probably heard that because I've got my earphones in with my microphone. So you probably heard me talking to Benji. Hello, babe. So Benji's my new cat. So I've just sealed it. You can just see it's sealed. It's not. You couldn't eat this. You couldn't eat this. It's not cooked. It's just sealed. So that's going straight into my pot. And then we're going to do some more. Yeah, so as I said, normally what I would do, I'd seal my meat, whatever meat I'm doing. And then once it's sealed, I'd let it cook down, either in a stew, a casserole, a curry, anything like that. That's just the way I learned to cook. And everybody's different. Everybody's different. But that's the way I learned to cook, was just to seal my meat. And it's funny because if I eat somewhere, I can always tell if they've browned their meat off. I can always tell. Yeah. And it's just different. It's just different. So yeah, so there we go. So once I've cooked all of this down, I will have it in the week, maybe with some potatoes and some veg, or maybe a bit of salad. I might even take some and put it in a wrap and have it as well. I kind of fancy that. But it's also good, like, even, I mean, I don't eat pasta and I won't be doing this, but this will work really well with pasta if you wanted to. With rice, I say I don't eat pasta. I do eat a lot of pasta. I've not had pasta, goodness me, it's probably been about 6 months now. I'll probably have pasta maybe, goodness, once or twice a year. And even then, it's not something I cook. It'll be because I've gone somewhere and pasta is available. I might, or pasta's being served. Yeah, that's just me. Yeah, not a big fan of pasta. It just bloats me. Just bloats me. So let me tell you about my Benji. So my Benji is 7 months old. He's a boy cat. He's absolutely gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And he went outside for the first time yesterday because, you know, they say to keep a new cat in the house for at least 3 weeks. So we went out for the first time yesterday and he really enjoyed it. And then he's been out today a couple of times, and then he went out, and I called him before I started this live, and it didn't come home. And then I started thinking, did I let him in? Is it in the house? But clearly it wasn't, because as I'm doing this live, I saw him at the window, so I just had to let him in. I didn't want him to be staying outside, and then he gets a bit confused. So that's my Benji. But my other cat, Bobby, my poor Bob. Bobby's been with me. Bobby's a girl, by the way. Bobby's been with me for 18 years. And she's my buddy. She's my ride or die. Yeah. But she's not very well at the moment. And just the past 2 days, She's just looking really thin, really frail. She's not eating a lot. She's not drinking. She's still eating and drinking, but not a lot. So I am really kind of worried about her. But I do have her appointment on Tuesday at the vet's. So I'm going to take her and let the vets look over her. But yeah, it just breaks my heart. And I'm having to face the reality. It just breaks my heart. I'm having to face the reality that I might lose her. Because she's 18. She's been with me for 18 years. And she came to me when she was 9 weeks old. So she's had her entire life with me. And yeah, she's my ride or die. It's me and my Bob against the world. And I just kind of feel like, you know, I look at her and she's just so frail. But it just happened suddenly. She's just suddenly become frail. So yeah, I'll take her to the vets on Tuesday, and they can give her a check over, and we can take it from there. So my pork is, I'm on the last leg of my pork, the last bit. So I'll give this all a bit of a stir. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to put in some celery. I do like celery in like my stews and that. It just really thickens it. I couldn't eat celery like this. I couldn't eat it. But I like it in soups and stews. I'm just giving it a wash here. I like it in my soups and my stews. And yeah, I like it in things like that. It just thickens it and gives it a lovely flavour. So I've got 2 stalks and I'm just going to chop them up. There we go. I'm going to pop this all in to here. And then I think this pork is all nicely browned off now. So that can now all go in here. It doesn't take long to brown it off at all, but I personally just think that it makes a big difference with flavour. Okay, so that's all done. I'm going to turn this gas off. And then I'm going to get a stock cube. Wrong cupboard. It's nothing fancy. It's just a regular stock cube. There you go. Just a regular stock cube. That's going to go in. And then I'm going to add in a little bit of mustard. I love mustard. Mustard and pork. Oh my days. Love mustard. And that's the other reason why I wanted to season this really lightly, because I knew I was going to add in just a little bit of mustard. So not too much, just enough just to give it a zing. So I've got a teaspoon, 1 teaspoon of mustard. And with flavour boosters like this, it's always good just to add a little less in. And then as it's cooking and you then go in and taste it, you can see whether you need a little bit more. So there we go, that's chucked in the sink. And then one last thing, I'm going to add in a drop of water, maybe about 20 mils of water. I don't want too much water because the meat as it's cooking, it's going to produce water anyway. It's going to produce its own juices. So I don't want too much, but I just want just a little bit so that it's going to be cooking in there. And oh goodness me, this smells so nice. So nice. So in here, guys, what I've got is I've got an onion that I've fried off with some garlic, 3 cloves of garlic. I fried off my pork, which I defrosted and seasoned up and left to marinate last night. Browned it all off, and it's all in here now with a stock cube, vegetable stock cube, and also a little bit of water, and then a teaspoon of mustard. Oh, this is going to be so nice. And you know what I'm going to do? I can't do it now. I'm not going to do it now. But what I'm going to do at some point is I'm going to do caramelized apple. Yeah, when I go to serve my apple, serve me apple, serve me pork, I'm going to do some caramelized apples because apple and pork, apple and mustard, beautiful combo, beautiful. So I'm going to leave that all there. And set this back. I'm just going to leave this on I'm going to leave it on a low heat and let it cook for about a good 4 or 5 hours. And then, yeah, we're good to go. If you're not in my Facebook group, feel free to join me there. And what I will do is post photographs of the finished dish. So there we go, guys. That's it from me today. This is a short one. Because I'm getting ready to go out. I'm going to go clean up, change my clothes, and I'm off to see Wonka, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory at the movie. Yeah, I'm just going to take myself. I was going to go yesterday. I was just going to take myself and go yesterday. But I just, with everything that I was doing yesterday, cleaning and cooking, it just didn't happen. So I'm going to do it today. Sometimes I like to do that, just go and do something for me, you know. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. But guys, I will be back tomorrow as usual. You know, I'm on this journey of doing lots of lives, building the channel. Feel free. You can see Benji there. There he is. Just building my channel. If you could watch this video, this live, right from the start, if you missed any of it, I would really appreciate it. Also, feel free to check out any of my other lives and more of my videos. That would really help me. It really would. So yeah, so if you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. And yeah, just watch more of my videos. That really makes a difference because I'm on a mission. I've got a goal, guys. I've got a goal. I really want to start. I want to hit 3,000 watch hours by the end of March. Yeah, so I've got 4, 5, 6, about 7 weeks to do that. And I need your help. Please help me to do that. Okay, guys, that is all from me. Whatever you are doing today on this wonderful Sunday, have a great time. And I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.